heard right. That will leave you utterly speechless. Number 1. The Big Maple Leaf. Imagine this. A massive coin weighing 221 pounds, called the Big Maple Leaf, disappeared from Berlin's Bode Museum. This gigantic treasure, valued at $1 million Canadian dollars on the surface and worth up to $4.5 million in gold content, was stolen in a bold robbery. Thieves used a ladder, broke into the museum, and dashed through bulletproof glass to pull off the theft. Number 2. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. Robbery now. Let's go back to 1990 in Boston, where 2 clever thieves planned one of the biggest art thefts ever at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. Pretending to be police officers, they snatched 13 precious artworks, including pieces by Rembrandt, Vermeer, and Degas. These masterpieces, worth a mind-blowing $500 million, disappeared into thin air. Number 3. The Antwerp Diamond Heist. Diamonds may be forever, but in 2003, a group of Italian thieves known as the School of Turin proved that no vault is invincible. They intruded the Antwerp World Diamond Center, bypassing infrared heat detectors and sophisticated locks, to loot 123 safes containing diamonds worth $100 million. Number 4. The Great Train Robbery. Fast forward to 1963 in England, where a gang of 15 robbers halted a Glasgow to London train and made off with $2.6 million. Although most of the gang was eventually caught, the loot remained vague, leaving authorities scratching their heads over one of the boldest train heists in history. Number 5. The Harry Winston heist. Diamonds, some say, are like a girl's best friend. But for the thieves who raided the Harry Winston jewelry store in Paris in 2008, they were the ultimate jackpot. They swiped over $100 million worth of jewels in a smash-and-grab operation, making it one of the biggest jewelry thefts globally. Number 6. Banco Central Robbery in Fortaleza, Brazil. Now, let's talk about a robbery that could be right out of a movie. Back in 2005, a group of bad guys in Fortaleza, Brazil, came up with a bold plan. They rented a place and spent ages digging a tunnel. And guess where they dug to? Yep, the super-protected Banco Central vault. With careful planning and cleverness, they dug their way in and grabbed a whopping $70 million in Brazilian cash. But their perfect plan hit a bump when clues led to some arrests, and they only got back part of the stolen money. Number 7. The Great Train Robbery in England. Our journey takes us back to 1963. Where a group of daring robbers coordinated one of England's most infamous train robberies. By manipulating track signals and overpowering the train crew, they made off with over $2.6 million in cash, an astounding sum at the time. While many of the gang members faced justice, the whereabouts of the stolen cash remain a mystery to this day, leaving this iconic theft masked in conspiracy. Number 8. Dunbar Robbery in Los Angeles. In 1997, Los Angeles witnessed one of the most accurately planned heists in history. At the Dunbar Armored Truck Depot, armed robbers captured in under the cover of darkness. They had guns and took over the place. With surgical precision, they accessed the vault and made off with nearly $19 million in cash. However, their careful planning untied when a vital clue, the plastic taillight lens from their getaway vehicle, led authorities to the mastermind behind the operation. Number 9. Brink's-Mat Robbery in Britain. In 1983, London's Heathrow Airport became the backdrop for one of Britain's most audacious thefts. Masked robbers, armed with gasoline and intimidation, forced their way into a warehouse belonging to security company Brink's-Mat. With the promise of unimaginable wealth, they made off with not only millions in cash, but also over 3 tons of gold bars. Despite the capture of some culprits, much of the stolen gold remains unrecovered, adding to the mysteriousness of this legendary raid. Number 10. The Harry Winston Heist. Our last story brings us to the glamorous roads of Paris, where in 2008, a gang pulled off a perfect robbery at the famous Harry Winston jewelry store. Dressed as women, they barged in, frightening both employees and customers. and then fled with more than $100 million in jewels. Though some of the thieves were caught, a lot of the stolen treasures are still missing. This has left both the authorities and the public fascinated by the boldness of the crime. And that wraps it up, everyone. Which story intrigued you the most? Do you know about any mysteries? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to stay tuned for more captivating content.